Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my channel, Neek Was So Nice. If this is your first time tuning in, thanks again and welcome. This morning, what I will be doing is taking my nice house plant. I believe I had this house plant for almost 2 years now. I got it when it was really small, and I learned that the name is called a pothos plant. It may go by a lot of other names, but honestly, I always just known it as a runner. I guess because of the vines. But what the plan is today is to repot this. Now, I do have a good bit of soil inside this pot, but the goal is to just reduce some of it and put some inside of here, inside of this cocoa plant liner that I got from Dollar Tree. And I'm going to keep it inside. I had it outside during the summer, but during the winter months, I just brought it in and it continued to thrive. And I'm going to use this also from Dollar Tree. But what I would like to do is spray paint it a different color, possibly spray paint it this nice teal color. But then again, thinking about the plant within itself, and I really don't have a big problem with the black. I just would have done that just to add, a little difference in color, but we'll see. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and get my plant together. Also, I have some hooks here that I'm glad that I found that I had for a while. So I will be using these. I want to say I used these before, but I had them, for a utility purpose to hang up a broom or a rake or something like that. So what I'm going to do is just go ahead, get my plant together, and we're going on this little journey together because this is my first time using this. So I'm hopeful that it will be successful. And if I do decide to spray paint my basket, it's called Satin Seaside by Rust-Oleum. I will be using this base coat to just coat it to make sure that the paint lasts on it and everything. So again, thank you for everyone that has subscribed to my channel and those who just stopped by to view my content. I really appreciate it, and I would like it if you would subscribe too, but I still am glad that you're here to share in this creative space. So the next clip you will see is me breaking apart the soil and trying to fit it all in here. Okay guys, so I'm back. I am in my laundry area here on a surface. So I have my house plant, and what I'm going to do is just try to break it up in this bag and then place it inside this little liner. So we're going to see how this works out. Try to remove it kind of easily. I'm wondering if I should have wet it first to make it easier to handle. I'm not an expert, of course. I just like plants and think I got a little bit of a green thumb. So I think that's what I might do first, is just dampen the soil some and then try to loosen it. Be right back. Okay guys, so I'm back. It was a little difficult to loosen. Again, this is my first time doing this. I have repotted this plant. This will probably be the third time because it came from its original container to a smaller pot to that pot, and then now it's going in this. So I'm hopeful that it'll still continue to thrive. Again, I don't know how to really care for plants other than what I assume, which is to water it, give it light if it needs light, how much light, how less light, plant foods, the little sticks that you can stick down in there for plant food. So I am not an expert, but it seems to be thriving. So I guess right now what I'm going to do is just break up the soil, because again, I noticed when I had it outside, summer months, it would thrive. I try to cover it up so it wouldn't get frostbitten or anything, and I noticed that wasn't working. So I brought it inside, and it continued to do well. So I would like to keep it in here and just have the vines adhere to the wall and let it continue to grow and do its thing. So again, right now what I'm doing is just breaking up the roots a little bit. Hopefully I'm not hurting it a bunch. For any of you guys that may know, when it comes down to planting and you can give me some tips, I would greatly appreciate it. So now I'm just trying to transfer it here in this little husk. Okay. May need to break it down a little bit more because it was taking root. Hopefully, if this isn't big enough, no worries. I'll just try another method, but I really wanted to keep it indoors. So, yep, just gonna try to break it up a little. All right. I'm sitting in here. I didn't give my plant a name. I had a, what was it? An orchid plant that I called Baby, and that was my first time having that too. It was gifted to me, and I did a little research, but I think what happened is I overwatered it, because when I didn't water it as much, it was fine, and I was like, okay, it's been a while since I watered it, so let me just water it now. To me, that was a huge mistake, and Baby didn't make it. So yeah, I'm just being real with y'all and showing the struggle. So I got it in here, and I know when I put it inside the basket, that would give it a bit more support. So this is what I'm working with, y'all. I'll be back. Okay, guys, so what I did is I just continue to kind of break the roots up a little, as gently as I could, and I still just put it in here. Of course, I believe I will need a bigger one. Again, it's my first time using one of these, so I'm just gonna make do with what I have at the moment until I just grab another one. It wouldn't be too long. Possibly today I may go and grab another one of these little liners, but yeah, here it is. I'm just currently waiting on my basket to dry, and the next thing you should see is it hanging up. Again, guys, anyone in the comment sections that does have a green thumb, I would appreciate any advice on these kind of plants, because again, I like plants. Believe I may have a bit of a green thumb. I just have to nurture it and learn how to really care for house plants or outdoor plants better. But I would appreciate any tips, just so that it could flourish and I can be a plant mama too. Okay, guys, so what I did is I put 2 screws up. Honestly, the first one was a mistake, but I said, you know what, I'll put one right here, and then I'll just take the vines and just kind of hook them over, just so that it's not dragging or snagging onto anything. So I'm going to go outside and check on my hanging plant basket. I did spray paint it, y'all, so I'm going to show you that next. Okay, just so I can keep a little privacy for my neighbors, this is my basket that I spray painted outside. And I will be bringing it inside in a few. Okay, guys, so this is what I have. What I did is I used some little rope that I had, and I just stapled it to, my trim around this little area, and just put my vines, hook them in. So that's what I have at the moment. This is my plant and how it's looking. So yeah, respectfully, any tips that would be, someone would want to share with me, I would appreciate it. This is what it's looking like. So here is my house plant. Not an expert, like I said before, but I do like houseplants, and I have had a few over the years, and I would like to incorporate them, in my space, because I learned that it's good for the air and they're just very pretty. So thank you again. And to anyone that is familiar with how to create polls for your subscribers to, communicate or to engage with you, I would appreciate that advice, or at least point me in the right direction. I have watched a couple of videos and I'm just not exactly sure if it's 500 subscribers that you definitely have to have, or link or loophole, that there is for having under that amount of subscribers to be able to engage with your audience through a post. So again, thank you for viewing my channel. Have a great day. God bless.